What do you do when someone treats you like you don't matter? Think about that. Not quickly, but honestly, because this isn't just a situation. It's a test of your self-respect, a test of your emotional control, a test of who you really are when no one is watching. Most people fail this test. They react. They chase attention. They argue. They try to prove their worth. They over-explain. They overgive. They overstay, hoping that somehow they'll be seen. But the truth is brutal. The more you chase someone's attention, the less they respect you. The more you try to prove your value, the more you lower it. And slowly, without realizing, you hand over your power. But the Stoics saw through this illusion. They understood something deeper. That real power is not in controlling others. It's in mastering yourself. Dignity is never defended with desperation. It is protected with discipline. So when someone shows you they don't value, you don't react. You don't chase. You don't collapse. You elevate. You detach. You observe. Because people always reveal themselves. If you give them space, and what they reveal is always the truth. Here are 7 Stoic moves that turn you from reactive to untouchable. 1. Withdraw your energy. Attention is your most valuable asset. Not money, not status. Your attention. Because where your attention goes, your life follows. If you keep giving it to people who ignore you, you train them to keep ignoring you. So pull it back, not out of anger, but out of awareness, and watch how everything changes. 2. Say nothing. Silence confuses people who expect a reaction. They are used to noise, used to arguments, used to emotional responses. But when you give them nothing, they don't know how to respond. Because silence is control. It says, I see what you're doing, and I refuse to play. 3. Protect your peace. Peace is not something you find. It's something you protect. Every argument you enter, every drama you entertain, every toxic interaction you tolerate costs you peace. And most of the time, it's not worth it. So choose wisely. Choose silence over chaos. Choose distance over drama. Choose yourself over everything. Because the less you react, the more powerful you become. 4. Improve your life quietly. Instead of proving a point, build a life. Instead of explaining yourself, elevate yourself. Let them talk. Let them misunderstand. Let them doubt you while you work in silence. Because nothing is more dangerous than a person who improves without announcing it. 5. Set boundaries immediately. Boundaries are not rude. They are necessary. The moment someone crosses a line, you respond, not with anger, but with clarity. Because if you don't set boundaries, people will set them for you, and they will always set them lower than you deserve. 6. Stop explaining yourself. Not everyone deserves your story. Not everyone deserves your reasons. And definitely, not everyone deserves your energy. If someone chooses to misunderstand you, let them. Because respect cannot be forced. It can only be recognized. 7. Walk away with dignity. This is the hardest one, because walking away feels like losing, but in reality, it's winning. It's choosing self-respect over attachment. It's choosing peace over validation. It's choosing growth over comfort. And that choice changes everything. But here's the part most people never talk about. When you stop chasing, people notice. When you go silent, people feel it. When you walk away, people question it. And suddenly, the same people who ignored you start looking for you. The same people who disrespected you start respecting you. But by then, you're different. You're no longer seeking their approval. You're no longer attached to their opinion. You've moved on, not physically, but mentally, emotionally, completely. And that's power, real power, the kind that doesn't need to be seen, to be felt. So the next time someone treats you like you don't matter, remember this. You don't need to react. You don't need to prove. You don't need to chase. You just need to become stronger, calmer, unbothered. Because the moment you stop needing their validation is the moment you become untouchable. Comment respect if you choose dignity over desperation.